Cropping an image is one of the easiest ways to make your slides look professional and visually engaging. In this video, I will walk you through 10 creative cropping techniques in PowerPoint, from using regular and unconventional shapes to applying the rule of thirds, negative space, and even typography. By the end, you will know how to crop images not just for removing unwanted parts, but for storytelling, emphasis, and design impact. So let's get started. Number 1. Cropping unwanted stuff. Photos taken in real life often contain stuff you don't want, like strangers in the background on streets or tourist spots. The first rule of photo cropping is to get rid of everything that doesn't contribute to your photo or composition. So as you can see in this photo, this couple is sharing a nice moment together, but there is a lot of extraneous stuff in the background. Although it's not in focus, it's not really adding to this photo. So what we can do is we can get rid of as much as we can, probably getting rid of everything above the top of their heads, as well as this right hand stuff. And because this photo anyways gets cut off at the knee length, we could even crop this from the bottom up to this length to give us a photo like this. So as you can see, cropped well, a photo can capture emotions, tell stories, and feel a lot more intimate. Number 2, crop to tell a story. With this technique, we crop to remove background or reveal only part of the image to encourage viewer to interpret the narrative themselves. Here we have a very ordinary image of 2 footballs in the grass. As you can see, this is a pretty amateurish photo. There is nothing remarkable about it. Let's say if we zoom in on a part of this football and add a quote on it, this is the result we get. When you zoom in this much, it completely changes your perspective. This is an intimate distance. You see the leather, the grass, the seam. You can feel the ball in your hand. Good photos hide stories in them. Zoom in and see what you find. Number 3. Crop to fill a space. So we have some text here and a panoramic photo on the right hand side. While there is nothing glaringly wrong about this layout, but a couple of things do stand out for me. We have this asymmetry going on where we have this empty space here at the bottom, which kind of looks awkward, but we can make this better. What we can do is we can take an extreme slice of this photo because we need to convey the panoramic nature of this photo. We don't really need so much of sky to convey that. The mountains themselves can convey that for us. So if we just take this small slice of this image and blow this up to cover the width of the slide, this is what we get. As you can see, this is a much better use of the empty space. So whenever you have situations like this, see if you can take a sliver of your image and zoom in all the way, and you will be surprised how much information even a small slice of an image can contain. Number 4, crop to PowerPoint shapes. I have done a detailed video of covering crop to shape feature, but to quickly summarize it here, you can use a crop to shapes feature of PowerPoint to quickly change the shape of your image to a specific shape. So we are here in the design mode. I'm going to copy this image, paste it on the next slide. Let's crop this area on the left and a little bit from the right. So click on the image, click on picture format, click on crop, and pull these handles from the side you want to crop the image from. So first I will crop from left and then a little from right. Click outside. Now because this is related to medicine, we can perhaps convert this to a plus sign. So click on this image, click on picture format, click on crop, then select crop to shape and locate a plus sign. So there is a plus sign here as well as here. Either one will do. I'm going to pick this first one. And this is looking good, but we can improve this even further. So let's right click, click on format picture, click on shadows, and let's select a shadow offset center. So there, this is before and this is after. The best part is you have access to all these shapes. So try different shapes, and depending on the context of your image, see which one works better for you. If the image is a background image without any people in it, a lot of these block arrows can work really well. But if it has people, then your options are a bit limited. But do try different things to see what works the best. Next one is an extension of the previous idea. So let's say if you want to crop an image to an irregular shape that's not part of PowerPoint, you can use Canva to really expand the possibilities here. You can crop your images like these kind of shapes. I had covered in one of my previous videos how you can do this in Canva. It's pretty straightforward, but I will leave a link to that video in the description. So check that out. Canva will really open up the possibilities for you when it comes to using unconventional shapes to crop your images. So I highly recommend you try this feature. Number 6, rule of thirds. Rule of thirds is you draw a 3x3 grid on top of your image like so. Then you take the focal point of the image, in this case this plane here, and you crop the image so that this plane goes off center. It could either be overlapping on these grid lines, or it could also be in any one of these corner squares. So looking at this image specifically, we know the standard trajectory of an aircraft. Let's say if we frame this plane to be somewhere here or here, we can generate a clear sense of motion. So let me show you. If we crop this part of the image, we can move this plane to this corner of this image. So this image now looks as if this plane has just entered the frame. This is how it would look with the grid lines overlaid on top of it. You can see the focal point has moved from the center to the intersection of these top left grid lines. Another way we could do this is move this plane here in the bottom right corner. Now this one looks as if the plane is soon going to exit the frame of our camera. If I remove all the grid lines, this is what we get. Compare these two images to this left image. These two create a sense of motion and dynamism, and they look a lot more interesting compared to just having it in the center. Most stock photos that you will see already take into account rule of thirds. If you have any of your own photos, you can certainly apply this technique and compare the results that you get. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Number 7, guide the viewer's eye. So we have this image of a meeting from a distance, but there are a few problems with this image. First, we have a lot of empty space on the top that's not really adding to this photo. Secondly, we have this person behind the glass door who is also not really adding to this photo whatsoever. So if we crop this space at the top and cut off this person on the left, we can really get at the eye level of our subjects, and that will also help us guide the viewer's attention along the eye line of our subjects. So this is what we can get if we crop like this. Here we can guide viewers' attention from left to right by cropping the photo to get at the eye level of our subjects. And at this zoom level, we also get closer to our subjects and really become a part of this conversation. So look for these opportunities to crop in a way that will help guide a viewer's attention in a specific direction that you want. Number 8, play with negative space. Using this technique, you crop in a way that leaves a lot of empty background. So let me demonstrate how we can apply this technique to this photo. So I'm going to copy this photo and paste it on the next slide. Then click on picture format, click on crop. Let's crop this right hand side. We can also crop this top up to this point. Let's also get rid of some of this floor. Then let's flip this image horizontally. So go to rotate, click on flip horizontally. Then let's enlarge this image to cover the entire slide. Okay, we can also cut off some of this right hand side. Alright, so as you can see, we took this image and we added a lot of negative space to our image by cropping it this way. Now if you add some text on the right hand side, let's copy this text here and color this white. We can get an amazing layout this way. So a very useful technique if you have a lot of empty space in your original photo. Number 9, crop profile photos the same size. This is the slide you will see a lot more often. So about us slides, team bio slides, or org chart slides will have people photos in them. And I've seen many a times that they are all over the place. So whenever you have a situation like this, you need to crop each of these photos so that all of their head sizes are similar. Also, they all align at the eye level. So once we fix these 3 photos with those 2 rules in mind, this is what we can get. Here, as you can see, we started with this base photo as a reference. Then we scaled this middle photo, and then I aligned them so that all three of them are at the same eye level. Although adult heads are similar in size, the head shape, hairstyle, angle, tilt all have a big effect on perceived size. Given these factors, a little bit of scaling and adjustments to cropping is fine, so they don't need to match 100%, but using these guidelines can make your profile photos look a lot more consistent and professional. Lastly, number 10, typography integration. So this is a simple one. You can crop the image into letter forms itself for a bold graphic effect. So I have this building image, and let's say this is our text. We can crop this image to these letters. So it's pretty straightforward. First, select your image, press Ctrl C on Windows to copy this image. Go to your next slide where the text is. Select this text box, right click, click on Format Shape, select Text Options on the right hand side, click on Picture or Texture Fill option. If this didn't happen for you automatically, click on this button called Clipboard, and that should apply the image to your text. And that's it. I hope you found these techniques useful and you will try them in your presentations. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.